Okay, thank you very much. And actually, I'm going to speak twice. I'm going to speak now about the prisoner's puzzle, and then straight after that, I'm going to speak about the celebration of mind. So that's 6 minutes. That's 12. So that's the theme of. That's the connection with the theme of the conference. Also, this is my sixth conference that I've been to, and it's the first time I realized that Elmo is actually the name of this projector and not the name of the person who's. He's called Johnny, I think, and Patty, and they should get a round of applause because they're doing an excellent job. I'm going to speak a bit about now. In the first gathering that I came to. There was a great puzzle that was presented there. I'm not sure who presented it. I know Peter Winkler wrote about this puzzle, and it was derived by somebody called Peter Bro Mitersen. And so I'm going to speak a bit about that problem. I work at the Davidson Institute of Science Education, which is the educational arm of the Weizmann Institute of Science in Israel. We have 70 educational projects for hundreds of thousands of kids in Hebrew, Arabic, and English. And I put some pamphlets outside if you want to know a bit more about our organization. And these are some of the recreational math activities that I'm in charge of. So I'm going to get back to this first puzzle, the prisoners in the boxes puzzle. And this puzzle goes as following. There are 100 prisoners, each in a cell. One day they were all told that there are 100 boxes in the prison courtyard. In each box there is a note on which is written a prisoner's name, and there is exactly one note for each prisoner. And each prisoner has to go in turn to 50 boxes, open them, read the names written on the notes, and if every single prisoner each finds their own names in the boxes, they will all be pardoned. If not, they will all hang. So the prisoners can communicate with each other before the boxes are opened for the first time, but no communication is allowed after that. And the question is, do the prisoners have a fair chance of being pardoned? And the usual reasoning is this seems impossible because the chances are 1 to 2 are 50%, and to the power. So it doesn't seem that they have a fair chance. However, it was shown in the first gathering that they do have a fair chance if they use the following strategy. So the prisoners have to mentally name or label each box on the outside with the name of the prisoners until all the boxes are labeled on the outside with all the names of the prisoners. This is a mental labeling, but they all know it. And of course, there's no connection between the unknown name inside the box and the known name on the outside, because this is what they've just came up with. It's random. Each prisoner in turn goes to the box labeled with his own name on the outside, opens it, reads the name inside, goes to that box, which is labeled with that name on the outside, reads the name inside, and so forth. And that way they create a chain. And the last box that the prisoner opens will, of course, contain his own name, because that'll bring him back to the first box that he opened. And if more than 50 boxes are open, then the prisoners will be hung. So what are the chances if they use this strategy? So that was the problem posed. I'm going to simulate the problem for a second, give an example. For simplicity, let's assume there are only 4 prisoners, and they label on the outside. In the inside, the labels are the labels that the prison warden put, Bob, Sam, Dan, and Bill. And on the outside, they labeled it Bill, Bob, Sam, Dan. In this case, there is only one length for cycle, Bill, Bob, Sam, Dan, Bill. So let's say Bill is the first one taken out. It doesn't really matter because you're going to get somewhere along the cycle, but it's always going to create a length 4 cycle. Well, 4 is larger than 2, right? So they're going to be hung in this case. However, if they labeled it on the outside this way, there are 2 cycles, each of length 2, in which case they will not be hung. So they would be saved. They will all find their names. The thing that bugged me is that this is the general solution. And it was derived using combinatorics. And one of my jobs, our jobs, is to explain math and puzzles and problems to kids. And yeah. So an interesting thing came up, and that was that, okay, Alex Rosenthal from TED-Ed, who we have some collaborations with, asked me for a math puzzle. And I thought this would be a great puzzle. The question is, how do you do it? And you have to have a certain number of words and short time. How can you animate this problem? So we've been doing some work together. I suggested it as a soccer team puzzle instead of prisoners. He suggested, their team suggested doing it as an orchestra, and it's going to come out soon. So thank you, Alex. And I just want to say, there is a way to solve it, because the meaning of the equation is just very simple. It's 1 minus, for 4 prisoners, 1/3 plus a quarter, and for 100 prisoners, 1 minus, and that series, and it comes up to the natural logarithm of 2. So 1 minus 1/3 and a quarter, this means there should be an easier way to explain it. And here's a simpler explanation, I would say. I've written it sort of in math, but all you need to do really is take all the possible arrangements. There are 24 arrangements of the numbers 1 to 4. And what we want to know is how many chains there are that are not length 4 or length 3. That's for 4 prisoners, and the same for 100, whatever. And here's a nice way connected to Martin Gardner to do this, to find out the numbers. Take a square. This is a complete graph, so draw the diagonals. Put the numbers 1 to 4 on the vertices, and you can find all the Hamiltonian cycles, all the paths that go through every vertex exactly once, gives you all the only 6 chains that can't be found. And so we can do that for length 4. And length 3 is the same thing. We drew the Hamiltonian path on a triangle, and just there's always one number left out. Here it's the number 4. And so you get the 8 probabilities of the length 3 chains. So this is a much simpler explanation, and when you animate it and add zombies and stuff like that, then it also, instead of using the words Hamiltonian and things like that, then it usually, then hopefully it'll come out nice, and kids will able to appreciate this puzzle without going into some more difficult combinatorics. I'm going to finish this one, go straight on to the next one. So as I said before, to cap off, the things we do are all kinds of, especially online courses in math. We have a program called Math by Mail. We have 5,000 students around the world doing recreational math course in English, Hebrew, and Arabic. And now we've teamed with FutureLearn to do an online course for everyone. So this is an opportunity just to give you, if anyone wants to join or knows anyone, adults, kids. So this is, can we have the sound? This is a course coming up. You can register to. And you can see a bit of our organization in the background.
What does a mathematician
And that's my daughter.
A mathematician is a gate opener.
And Professor Aviez is also a member of G4 who comes here
to
sometimes.
all the other
He's not here
natural
this time.
sciences and beyond.
Hello, I'm Dr. Yossi Elran, and I would like to invite you to join me on a fun-packed journey into the mystery of symbology puzzles. Oh, okay. Yes, because I only have 6 minutes, and the video is longer, so so look at if you want to see the full version of the promo, you can look on the FutureLearn site. So if you want to learn about cryptorhythms and symbologies, you're welcome to join. And so you saw in the background the celebration, some of the things we did at the Celebration of Mind. And so I chaired the Celebration of Mind committee. I took over after Tanya, who's been doing it for the last 5 years, in an exceptional job, Tanya Thompson. So we should give her a round of applause. these are the current members on our committee, and the idea of the celebration of mind is take the gatherings outside this room for the general public to get kids and adults and teachers through recreational math, puzzles, magic, interested in the interconnection between all of these, art, and so on. And we have many, many celebrations around the globe. There is a website, and many people have hosted celebrations. The website has a map of where the celebrations are, some resources, and the map of where the celebrations are held all over the world. And what I'd like to ask everyone here, first of all, I'd like anyone who's hosted a celebration of mind ever, if you could stand up so we could give you a round of applause, because we'd really like to say thank you. We'd really like to say thank you for taking recreational math, magic, and art and everything outside this room for the general public, because we feel it's really, really important. It gets humanity and thinking. And anyone who's hosted is welcome on Saturday for a luncheon we're going to hold for all the hosts. And if you haven't registered, you should register, please, with me or with Veronica Kai-Jung, who's doing an excellent job doing everything behind this conference and the celebration. So that's the luncheon on Saturday. We're also looking for more people to join the committee, because we need a lot of help volunteering, handling the website, uploading resources, and join in the fun of arranging and trying to collaborate internationally. We'd also like more international involvement. We had once an international competition, a puzzle competition between us and Portugal, the Portuguese table over there. Why are you cheering? We won. But, no, seriously. But, so I'd like to invite especially other countries to join in, and we'll help you, we'll give you resources, and to enhance the worldwide community. And we've also sent on the tables or on the back, we're supposed to circle around a questionnaire about celebrations of mind. And this is the kind of thing we do with kids. This is one of the things we did. It's a winged polyhedra, and this is also our gift, my gift for the exchange. We have a booklet with 10 templates to make these things, which are made only out of paper, no glue, and they're very robust. And people throwing things this session, but I don't think I will. But so please join us and do some celebration of mind on your own. It's part of Gathering for Gardeners, carrying Martin Gardner's legacy on. And we've also decided that any celebration of mind is any time during the year will be called a celebration of mind. So that way we're getting more things to happen during the year, not just on Martin Gardner's birthday, which is October 21st. So thank you very much for both. Thanks.